Hello, everyone. This is Shruti Gupta, your host, and welcome to a brand new episode of Young Catalyst, where we talk to a lot of kids from different fields, from who have different talents, and we get inspired by them. So, on the fourth episode of Young Catalyst, we have the very pretty Pia Lamba. Welcome on the show, Priya.
Thank you so much.
So, Pia, I know a lot of things about you, but I know in bits and pieces. So, I would like you to tell me more about yourself.
My name is Pia Lamba, and I study at the Heritage School, Gurgaon, and I'm in grade 12. So I try to do a lot of projects which involve the benefits of underprivileged children, as I feel really connected with them. So
Wow.
so some of the examples, like I've told you before also, I have initiated a project called Volunteer for Change. So I was a part of the core team. And we started this before the lockdown, which was mainly to expose them to cricket and the importance of fitness. But since the
What
situation
exactly
we are
is
in,
the Volunteer for Change program?
so we work with three schools, government
Mm-hmm.
schools,
Mm-hmm.
and we every weekend we used to go there by ourselves. We took this as a class, and we were two schools. We collaborated with a British school,
Mm-hmm.
and we went and played cricket with them. We gave them chance to play marathons. So
Okay.
that is, and actually that had to stop because of the COVID situation right now. And
Mm-hmm.
what we try to adapt to that. And since that time, since we know that it's very difficult for these children to gain proper access to education during these times, because all of us have laptops and everything, which is why we can do online classes. But for them,
Yeah.
it might be a little difficult. So we adapted and we changed it into a numeracy and literacy project where
Mm-hmm.
we wanted to teach them over call. So that was the main
Okay.
aim of that.
It was just a audio call, not the video call. You mean?
For people, so we did some data collection for all the students, and we asked them if they have enough data packages to do video calls or audio calls. So according to
Mm-hmm.
that, for each child, it was different. So yeah.
Okay. So there were three schools involved. You said.
Yeah, we had over 150 children, and
Wow.
for this we also took help of parent volunteers from our school
Mm-hmm.
themselves. So
Mm-hmm.
they were the ones who took classes. We
Mm-hmm.
students organized the concepts and the worksheets, and the teachers helped us organize it.
Okay. And so, what about the cricket and the marathons you mentioned? So, apart
So
from
that was,
studying, yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, because they were already getting enough exposure, so we divided into cricket and art. So, half of our class took the aim of teaching art to students,
Mm-hmm.
and we played cricket with them to just, get a lifestyle and help them um, go further than studies. So that
Mm-hmm.
is what our aim was.
So you said that you started this initiative before lockdown, right before lockdown.
Yeah, yeah.
So during the lockdown, how were you able to play cricket or practice marathons or?
So we couldn't do that. That is why we shifted our aim to teaching them instead,
All
because we
right.
wanted to maintain the connect with them throughout,
Mm-hmm.
and we wanted
Mm-hmm.
to help them through the situation. And we also got to know some of the challenges they faced, which were different from
Mm-hmm.
the challenges that we had faced. So
Yeah. ओके सो आप मुझे बताओ जो बच्चे थे वहाँ पे सो उन्होंने जब जब आपने स्विच किया कि आप जब पहले क्रिकेट एंड मैराथन और फिर वहां से एकदम कंप्लीट पढ़ाई पे स्विच किया सो वर दे ओके विद इट वर दे हैप्पी विद इट दे स्टिल वांटेड
so
टू प्ले क्रिकेट
yeah, so that was it actually took us a month to make that switch, because at the core group, we contacted each one of those 150 children, and we asked them if they were interested in learning from us and if they were okay with this switch. So some of them were very enthusiastic about it, and some of them said, they weren't feeling too well about this whole situation. So we had to actually kind of like pep them up about it, and but we got most of them to learn. So that was not easy, but it took time, but it was
yeah
interesting.
so did you get all 150 students
I think 10-15 of them did not
yeah
want to continue.
that's okay
So
but
yeah.
still 130 140 is a big number
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, so that's about the change program. Then we have you volunteered for the mental health week as well.
Yeah, so in our school, we kind of have clubs. And
Mm-hmm.
one of my classmates, she has a psychology club, which hosted a
Mm-hmm.
mental health week. So this is
Okay.
a very important cause that needs awareness. So I wanted to
Definitely.
contribute to it. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why I was a part of the performance team. And we made performances depicting different disorders, and I had performed depicting the anxiety with a partner. So that was the
Mm-hmm.
way I contributed to this cause.
So you said you performed, like in what way did you perform? Like was it a stage performance?
And
What was it like?
yeah, it was a stage performance in front of 5 grades in our school, and I
Mm-hmm.
danced. So I made a choreography depicting, tried to depict anxiety.
Wow. Wow. Creative, very creative. So, so how, when did you first think that you want to be a part of this mental health awareness program, and why did you want to be a
Um,
part of it?
So, actually, I'm very keen on doing psychology, and that's also what I want to do in my university. And
All
we've
right.
been talking about it a lot. And
Mm-hmm.
so, since she had taken the initiative of bringing an entire week, contributed, we had different TED Talks by
Mm-hmm.
specialists in this field.
Mm-hmm.
We had
Mm-hmm.
performances. So, those were also part. And very strongly feel for this cause, which is why I relate to it because I
Mm-hmm.
am a
Mm-hmm.
psychology student myself.
All
So
right.
that is why I wanted to take part in it.
Wow, that's superb. It's a very, very big initiative. And then we have Rosewood Government School Cricket Workshop.
Yeah, so this was the one which was the initial starting of Volunteer for Change.
Oh, okay. So did you
Yeah.
yourself play cricket?
Yeah, I played cricket with those students and I did marathons with them also. We practiced. So it was a
Okay.
different
So
experience altogether.
which do you like more, cricket or marathons? Because I have ran marathons and it's, I think, addictive.
I think I am more inclined towards cricket because I find it very
Really?
interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Okay.
don't play that
So,
well, but
mm-hmm,
just
mm-hmm,
like spending time with those children, and actually we had more to learn from them than us teaching them. So that was a very good
mm.
thing that I had experienced.
But do you practice cricket otherwise?
No, I'm not. I do basketball. I play basketball, not cricket.
Oh, you do? Like you practice basketball otherwise?
Yeah, I was in the basketball school team for 3 years.
Wow. And then why did you quit?
Actually, I wasn't able to balance between my studies and basketball, and 12th grade just got a little too much, so that's why I had to.
Yeah.
But I played IBSO Nationals also in Pune, and our school won in that. So
Wow. Congratulations.
thank
Wonderful.
you.
So then we have tree plantation drive. These are the things that you've written to me, and I really want to know more about these things because as somebody at your age doing so many things at one time, I think it's wonderful. So what
So
is the tree plantation drive? Yeah.
So even in this one, one of my two of my classmates, they have a community service club, and they partnered with I am Gurgaon, the NGO,
Mm-hmm.
and they took our entire class, and they asked us who all want to be a part of this. So
Mm-hmm.
I immediately volunteered because I mean, giving back to society is what we need to do right now,
Yeah.
and with the fact that all this climate change is the most crucial issue right now, even the
Yes.
smallest steps like tree plantations can make a huge change. So that is why I took
Definitely.
part in it. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what do you have to say about the climate change that the people are not listening, people are not aware of it. How would you want to bring awareness to this point?
I think first of all, the main reason why people don't do much about it, everybody knows about it. I don't think anybody here is unaware about the fact that humans are responsible for the climate change with all our activities. We're trying to progress, but we're not maintaining the balance between nature and mankind. So the fact that everybody thinks that mere karne se kya hoga, that's why
Hmm.
nobody tries to take the first step. But unless and
Mm-hmm.
until we all come together and start doing our own parts, that is what is going to bring an actual change.
Yeah, so that is what is not happening right now. I mean, if you go to tier three cities, people are in fact unaware. They don't even know what we're talking about. So, how do you think we can bring a change to tier two, tier three cities like that?
I think the smallest things make a lot of difference. For example, what I did during the monsoon season, I spent most of my online classes, most of my time in the balconies, and the ACs were not in use. So,
Yeah.
and ACs contribute to a lot of carbon dioxide
Yeah.
emission, which is a very big part in climate change. So, making small adjustments like that at your home, especially during when you can avoid using ACs, I think that is one example of a step that can be taken, and I don't think there's a lot of issue with that.
Yeah.
Carpooling, for example, is another thing which is very convenient, but just because you don't want to get out of a little bit of your comfort zone, you don't try to
Yeah.
make that effort. So yeah,
Absolutely. I mean, I see people around me who are not ready to go for a carpool or who are not ready to turn their ACs off for a long, long time. If they're at home, the AC is
yeah,
completely on for. So yeah, so people are not ready to give in, contribute. I would say
exactly.
nobody
Yeah,
is ready to contribute. Ki, like very rightly said, कि मेरे करने से क्या होगा. So I think that needs to change. I think a lot will change if we change our perception towards मेरे करने से क्या होगा. सबके
exactly.
करने
Yeah,
से सब कुछ होगा. Yes.
yeah.
So also then we have Save the Children internship.
Yeah, so
What is
actually, one of
that?
my friends, her
Mm-hmm.
mom is a part of this organization, which is a non-profit organization. And
Mm-hmm.
last year, they just sent out forms for an internship. So this was
Okay.
outside of school. This had nothing to do with school. But I thought it'll be interesting to know how an NGO works, how
Yeah.
what is the working behind all the projects. So
Mm-hmm.
we had interviews and we were selected for internships. So
Yeah.
I did a 1 month internship with the Save the Children program, and I was mainly working with a fundraising team. So there I learned a
Mm-hmm.
lot about how you need to formulate a survey. We did field work also. We went to places like we went to Galleria and we went to Courtyard and we took surveys of people and their awareness about contributing towards the benefits of underprivileged children. So
Mm-hmm.
that is what we did. We talked about the importance of social media and spreading awareness about situations. So I think that
Yeah.
experience for me was very eye-opening because even the smallest things need to be taken care of when you're trying to bring in a big change in the society.
Definitely. Definitely. All right. And then you are a member of a dance club as well.
Yeah, I actually, like I said, in our school, we given a choice to form clubs. And since
Mm-hmm.
I'm very passionate about dancing, I do ballet and contemporary. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought this is a good opportunity for me to bring in all the people who are interested in different dance forms and
Yeah.
use that to
Mm-hmm.
put in our strengths together. So that's why I formed a club with a very
Mm-hmm.
close friend of mine who's also interested in dance. And
Mm-hmm.
we opened this club to 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th grade students. So we
Mm-hmm.
got some students from each grade, and all of them were specialists in different dance forms, which was a very good
Yeah.
thing because then we could bring in together a lot of things and portray one big thing. So
Okay.
I could teach them contemporary, they could teach me classical or jazz.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I opened this club.
Okay. So that club is still functional?
Yeah, it's still functional, but I think since we're going towards graduating, I'll have to I will hand over the club responsibility to somebody other than me and my partner. So
All right. Okay. Super. So there are a lot of people complimenting you right now that they're very proud of you, that you're so confident. Yes, I completely feel that you're a very confident girl. And so your father is an army officer.
yes,
So there's a question that how did that help you in becoming who you are today?
I think something that I have learned from my dad is face the things that you're not confident about because he had never planned to go into the army. he was actually learning geology in college, but that
Okay.
was an opportunity he took, which was a very impromptu decision, but it turned out to be very nice for him because he is a very confident man himself, and I think not a very not a person who opens up very quickly, and I take time to express myself. But
Okay.
learning things from him, and the way he is like an all rounder for me, and which is a very big inspiration, because I think that I should only specialize in one thing, but he is good academically. He's very fit also, and being an army makes you a person who has to think about a lot of things other than yourself. So putting others before
Definitely.
yourself is something that I have learned from him.
Lovely. That's a beautiful thought. So there's another question that my mother, who's Mrs. Savita Gupta, she wants to know that tell us about your efforts with waste segregation. So she is actually the
Okay,
founder of this chat show, by the way.
okay. So actually, I'll tell you something. In our condominium, I live in Gurgaon, Sector 67. We like some of my friends. We did a waste segregation project where we worked with the workers, like the guards, the gardeners, and the didis, and the housekeeping of this
Yeah.
place, this society, and we gave them some information about the importance of waste segregation. So I
Yeah.
have worked very closely with. We now have installed 3 different garbage bins for different types of waste. So that is a very important thing that needs to be done in most of the societies, I think now, because
Yeah.
this is impacting the pollution, which is again a bigger problem and is
Yes.
leading to climate change also.
Definitely. So how did you come up with this thought? How were there more people involved with this, or this was your sole thought? Because it's a beautiful thing to do, and
No,
it's such
so
an important thing to do.
I was just a small part of it. Actually, I think there was some 2 or 3 residents who took this initiative, and they asked, because I think the youth right now, like everybody says, is the future. So if we are
Yeah.
aware about it, only then we can make others aware about it. So
Yeah.
most of us, like 11th graders, 10th graders, even my sister, she's in 9th grade right now, and she also got her friends, and we all worked together. We went to
Yeah.
different houses and we asked them if they were ready to make this change in themselves and give separate, you know, segregate the waste that they send out from the
Yeah.
houses so that it's
Yeah.
easier
Yeah.
for later.
Yeah. Because I see it has happened. People are aware of it. People have people uh, they want to also do it. They know that they have to do it. But still, I see a lot of families. I still see nobody is still doing it in around me. Also, when I see nobody is still doing it. Whenever they give away their waste, it's all in one. So
Yeah, I
it's
think
a great initiative. But yeah, people need to know what they have to do.
I think the main problem is that until and unless we don't see the consequence, we're not ready to take the steps to stop that from happening. For example, if I
Yeah.
take the COVID situation also right now, all of us were so busy in our lives, and until and unless COVID happened, we all had to stay at home. We had forgotten the significance of spending time with our families. So even until and unless we don't know the consequence, we're not ready to make that little effort to stop that from happening. So
Yeah, and I also think that consistency is also the key. If you have
yeah.
to be consistent about a lot of things in your life, and unless and until you're consistent, it won't happen. The change will not happen.
Yeah,
So yes.
I
So
agree.
tell me,
Yeah.
when COVID happened, so from March till now, how did you take things? And you were at home completely, I'm sure.
Yeah. So
So how are you
for
taking
me,
things? Because you're a member of a lot of groups and you have volunteered in a lot of things. So I'm sure a person like you would want to go out every day and do something and make a change every day. It's not just that one day you get up and say, today I want to make a change in the society. It's like for people like you, somebody like you, I feel that you want to go out every day and make a change, a small change every day.
I think that is a very true thing. For me,
Yeah.
I'll honestly tell you, it was not easy for me in the beginning. I was taking it in a very negative way, this entire situation. But one thing that I have learned from this situation right now is that I got a lot of time to spend with myself, to work on myself. Um,
Yeah.
rather, and I thought that if I can't go out, then this is the time that I need to spend and do things that actually make me happy. Because I can't go out and contribute to a lot of things, but I can at least do little things that I used to have time for before, but now I do not. So I can take out little time and work on that stuff. I got very close to my family. I wasn't able to spend a lot of time with them earlier, but now since everybody is at home, we spend a lot of time playing games and even
Yeah.
smallest of things. So yeah.
Superb. So, which do you like better? Staying at home, giving more time to family, going out every day and giving little time to your family?
I think I want to keep a balance, but I don't think
Yeah,
this work
more
staying at
important.
home is working for me because I cannot be restricted right now. I want to go
Yeah,
out, even if it's not just to like make a change, but the importance of socializing has increased a lot right now.
yeah, yeah. Yes, definitely. So, have you not started going out yet?
I have 2 or 3 times I went and met some of my friends, but that was just like a one-on-one thing. So we haven't really met like as a group or something, but just
Yeah.
meeting the people who actually hold a lot of importance in my life. So I did go out.
I think it's very important. I think life has to come back to normal now, and slowly and
Yeah.
gradually we have to start moving and going out. So super. So you have another question. So your father is an army officer and mother is a senior corporate lady. So who is more inspiring for you?
I think I have something to learn from both of them. I connect a lot with my mother, frankly, because I talk a lot with her, but I don't learn the things from her that I can learn from my father because my mom is somebody who gives her all. But my father has taught me to not work hard, but work smart. So that is something I have learned. I have little things to learn from both of them because they both specialize in different things, and that helps me
Yeah.
make a balance in what I want to
Yeah.
do further.
All right. All right. That's a good thing to say. So you have another question, which is, as a young activist, do you think that people in our country are not doing their bit for this cause, for every cause that we've spoken about?
I think so. They're not. And I
Okay.
have
And what
said
is?
this like I said before, it is because people think that them doing something is not going to impact, but unless you don't start, nothing is anyways going to happen.
Definitely. Yes. So this is a very serious Pia Lamba that I am talking to. What is the fun part about you? What do you do for fun? Where do you go out with friends? Otherwise, when we did not hit COVID, and what do you do for fun activities?
I watch a lot of movies. I like
You
a
do?
lot of Bollywood movies, and
Okay.
I draw. I draw a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and
Wow.
I just spend a lot of time with my friends. It's
Okay.
mainly them who actually, bring in the fun side of me.
Okay. So
So
movies, you said. अभी बीच में 3-4 महीने में तो we've watched like everything on our list, I think. So so what was something that you saw in the recent time which inspired you a lot?
I have I'm really interested in the criminology, so I watch a lot of like thrillers and stuff. And I finished a season called Blind Spot, which was very
Yeah.
very interesting. But I haven't really
Okay.
had the time to watch like a show right now because I have a lot of stuff on my plate already related to my academics. So I had a difficult time trying to balance that. But at the starting of the quarantine, we were all like, okay, it's just a 1 month thing or like a 1.5 month thing. So I
Yeah.
did a lot of enjoyment that time. I watched a lot of shows, I watched a lot of movies, I danced, I played games. But then when I realized that this is not a temporary thing, and then I had to adapt, and school started online, I think that reduced things that I could have done more for myself.
Okay. Okay. So do you do anything for fitness? What do you do? Dance is one thing that you do.
Yeah, but I'm very lazy actually. um,
Okay. Okay.
I at the start I was like, this time I'm gonna use like to get fitter and everything. So I
Mm-hmm.
for 2 months I did a lot of workout and everything. I used to go for
Mm.
jogging, but now I just
Mm.
whatever time I have spare from my studies, I just sleep. So right now I'm
Yeah.
not doing much, but I should.
All right. That's okay. That's okay. So you have another question. Given a chance, one change that you would want to bring to the Indian society.
One change. I think treating everybody equally. Something that is something I've noticed everywhere, and I don't really appreciate it because even if we look at it right now, all of us people who stay at home, especially Indians, when we talk to our
Mm-hmm.
bhaiyas or didis, we talk to them because we don't talk to them as politely as we talk to anybody who is at the same level as us. And I think treating everybody equally, uh, disregarding all of their background is something that we need to do. We need to make a change on. So even when my
Okay.
parents, for example, if they say something or if they make some comments or if anybody around me does, I just go and tell them that we need to treat everybody equally because everybody has their own struggles in life and the way they get through it is different. So understand this, we don't really know anybody, we can't judge them, and we shouldn't talk to them just basing on their level of financial status or their
Yeah.
caste or anything like that. So that is something we really need to think about.
Super. That's a very, very strong thing to say. And I think if that happens, a lot of things will become nicer around us.
Yeah, I think the main thing is to just spread positivity, and especially in times like
Yeah.
this, we need to just
Hmm.
encourage everybody and we need to focus on keeping our mental health strong. So
Yeah.
that is the most important
That's,
thing
I
right
think,
now.
the most important thing right now. Actually, the most important thing is that if we are fit mentally and if we are stable
Yeah.
mentally, I think everything around us will fall in place. So, psychology, you said psychology. Why did you choose psychology? Because I am kind of very interested in studying psychology myself, and I have my reasons. And is why I want to know, why did you choose psychology?
I'll tell you, actually, my mom, she told me once that, I am able to understand people and,
Mm-hmm.
focus on that and understand where they're coming from. So my
Mm-hmm.
ability to be able to sensitize with everybody around me who
Mm-hmm.
I talk to, who I socialize with, is something that is my strength. And
Okay.
psychology is one field where I will be able to use it to help others. And I want to go into counseling psychology. And
Mm.
that was the main reason why I did psychology,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Okay. Super. So why I want to learn psychology is because I'm an actor. So I personally feel that it's very important for an actor to understand where any character is coming from. So if you
Exactly.
understand a character's background, if you understand where they're coming from, what they would how they would react to a situation, what they would first say when anything happens, I think if that happens, you can just perform a character beautifully.
Yeah,
So,
that
and
is something that is going to help a lot.
yeah, that's why I want to study psychology, and I think I'm going to fill my form again next year. So, yeah, that's on my mind. And where do you see yourself 5 years from now? There's too much in you. So, where do you see 5 years from now?
I am going to aim to be a counseling psychologist, but the next 5 years at least I'm going to spend in my undergraduate. So
Mm-hmm.
I just see myself doing small internships with
Mm-hmm.
clinics. And I now
Mm-hmm.
want to streamline my focus and my energy into pursuing what I want to be.
Yeah, I think it's the right time to do that. But right now is the
Yeah.
most crucial time that you do that. Okay, so I can see that you sing very well. There's a comment here which says that you sing very well.
That is absolutely not true. I cannot sing at all.
Really? Somebody says
I
that you sing very well. Please sing a song, or please sing something for us.
I'm so sorry, but I have no experience in singing and I have never had an incline towards singing, so I do not sing. So I
Okay.
honestly cannot.
Okay, okay. Fine, that's okay. So tell me one message that you would want to give to the society right now.
Um, take your individual step regardless of what you think is the consequence. That is one thing that I stand with. So
That not everybody does that. So yes, it's, it's a good thing to tell the society. Yeah. All right. So, all right. It was beautiful talking to you, Pia. I think you're a very, very talented girl, and I am very sure कि 5 साल बाद, 10 साल बाद, I will see you as a consultant, and where people will come talk to you, and you will help them in a lot of ways. And you've spoken about mental health, which is, I think, a very, very important subject in our society, and it has to be taken care of. And when I see young girls like you participating in it, and when I see young girls like you giving in for the cause, I think it'll make a lot of change. It starts with just
I
one
hope
person,
so.
and that's you for us.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. And it was really great talking to you and sharing my thoughts with everyone.
Yes, thank you so much for being on the show with us. And everybody who's listening to Pia, she is definitely going to make a change in our society. And I will see you next Monday, 6 p.m., with another candidate. Till then, stay safe and bye bye. Take care, Pia.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.